Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet and you like what you see, please click on the subscribe button at the top. Please click the thumbs up button on this video and leave me a comment below and a video response if you like. I always love to hear feedback. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. This is the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 2, Episode 3 review that I did promise you earlier that I was going to do. Okay, so I just watched it on VH1.com. I didn't see it on TV. So I just caught up with the episode. I watched the whole episode. So now I'm going to give you my thoughts. Okay, so it starts off with Carly Red. So Carly Red, I think this is her first time being on camera this season thus far. So she's in the studio rapping and whatnot. Now she sounds like Nicki Minaj to me. I was looking like, who the hell she is? Nicki Minaj? That's what she sounded like to me. Anyway, because she had that kind of really cutesy Barbie kind of voice on. It was just, whatever. Anyway, so Rashida walks in and K.MICHELLE because all of them are friends. So no, ooh, I tried it. I met Rashida and Tracy Steele walked in. They were talking about K.MICHELLE. They're not all K.MICHELLE is not neither one of their friends. Tracy Steele and K.MICHELLE don't know each other. And K.MICHELLE and Rashida, we all know they don't get along, and neither do her and Carly Red. So, yeah. Those seem like, to me, to be like her main enemies, like the two main people she don't get along with is Rashida and Carly Red. She really don't get along with those two. Okay, so, so Rashida, Carly Red, and Tracy Steele, they all sat down and everything. They were talking in the studio. And Carly Red basically had just did a diss record for K.MICHELLE because she said that K.MICHELLE did a diss record involving her name. And, K.MICHELLE's not a rapper. She's an R&B singer. And so Tracy Steele was like, what? R&B diss record? I ain't never heard of such a thing. And, she thought it was kind of crazy. So they always talk about how stupid it was. And they basically were talking about, they were calling K.MICHELLE, what they call her, a donkey or a horse or something, a zoo animal. And yeah. So, yeah. So, it was just crazy. They basically talk about how K.MICHELLE likes to run her mouth, how she was talking about them both, like in different blogs and interviews and, kind of all over Twitter and things like that. And so, both of them were pretty fed up with it. And Carly Red was trying to get Rashida to do like a little diss record or trying to get both of them on a record together to diss K.MICHELLE, but Rashida says she don't even want to waste her time with that. So anyway, moving right along. So the next thing was the housewarming party for Mimi. Mimi, she just bought a new house and everything, so she having a housewarming party. She invited the girls, Ariane, Rashida, K.MICHELLE, and so they're all over there chilling out. And first thing was going okay between K.MICHELLE and Rashida. They was kind of sitting like across from each other. And everything was going okay. And, Rashida was like, well, I'm a grown-ass woman. And I'm not going to be arguing with another grown-ass woman every time I see her. And K.MICHELLE was like, okay. She was kind of agreeing with her, nodding her head. And that's when things went funky because Rashida... she had to start it off. She was like, I know I've been on your mind lately, meaning she been talking about her in blogs and whatnot. So K.MICHELLE was like, no, bitch. And she was like, yes, bitch. And then they went in about how, you're talking about me on Twitter and you can't keep my name out your mouth and blah, blah, blah. So Rashida says, you know what? I ain't got time for it. She gets her purse, gets up and go. She get ready to walk out the door, and she said something about knocking that wig off her head or whatever, snatching that wig off. And so, K.MICHELLE was like kind of, she one of the people she's really bitchy and kind of, she one of those women she likes to push your buttons. She loves pushing people's buttons, and so she's like, oh, we mad now. Tell Kirk and his 3 earrings. I said, hey, and she said, what? So Rashida comes back in the door and drops the purse like, oh, what you say about my husband? What? So she walks over there to her and she walks over there kind of slow. She got her own little swag of how she walk. Now, Rashida appears to be hard. She looked like she'd be hard, but not really. Because she walked up, and I'm like, you probably should walk a little bit quicker. If you're going to walk over there slowly, fine, but you need to swing on her as soon, because K.MICHELLE is like, get the F out of my face, so she kicks at her and throws a candle at her. And so candle wax gets all over Rashida. And it was just the craziest thing. I'm like, did you seriously... literally just I don't know. I don't understand why if you're gonna come back in the door and drop your purse and be dramatic with it, you need to pop the crap out of K.MICHELLE. You should knock the hell out of her. As soon as you would, I mean, if I was going, that was me. If I was Rashida and I walked back in and K.MICHELLE says I'm smart or whatever, if I'm gonna drop my purse and I'm gonna walk on over there to K.MICHELLE, I'm gonna hit her in her face. I'm not gonna sit there and wait for her to do something. If you know this lady is nuts, why would you let a psycho? If you think you say she's a psycho, she's crazy, she pops off, why would you let a psycho get at you first? You let her, just through the can at you. So, Rashida, the security guard that came and broke it all up. Rashida apologized to Mimi and left or whatever. And then it's like I thought she left for good, but apparently she went to the rooftop because Arian and Mimi went out to see if she was okay and everything. And she's like, me and that bitch ain't gonna never get along. We're not gonna ever be friends. And anyway, she went back in the building with them. So Rashida told Kirk about it. Kirk is her husband. So she told Kirk about it. So she says, Kirk, this bitch she actually threw a candle at me, a lit candle. She threw fire at me, and Kirk was like, okay, well, basically, if she gonna throw a lit candle at you, then there's no telling what else she'll do. So basically, she's, a volatile chick. So Kirk says, okay, it needs to be handled. And Kirk was like, I'm not gay because, K.MICHELLE been accusing him of being gay. And Kirk was like, she need to check my background. I'm a real hood dude. I'm 100% hood street, whatever, because he apparently, he's kind of thuggish, dope boy back in the day. So Kirk wants to jump in the middle of this and talk to K.MICHELLE. And that's what's going to happen next week. He's going to have a conversation with K.MICHELLE. Now, at first I'm thinking, you're not a woman. You don't need to jump between two women, even if he is involving your wife. But, however, I guess I don't know. I mean, I think maybe he's on his last straw because now she's kind of dragging him in. She's mentioning him. Well, she should have never brought up Kirk in the first place. I'm like, K.MICHELLE, if you arguing with Rashida, you stay arguing with her. You don't need to argue. You don't need to bring up her husband because, it just makes you look kind of weird and jealous and, like you be a hater because you don't have a husband. That's what Rashida she keeps kind of throwing that at you like, well, you ain't got no man and you mad because you want my life and you want what I have. And maybe she does, Maybe she does. There's a reason why she keeps kind of throwing darts at Rashida and bringing up her husband. And I'm like, girl. So, anyway, Kirk and K.MICHELLE are going to get into it next week. So, yeah. So, anyway, moving right on along. So, Jocelyn, she's performing. She did her little performance. She performed in Spanish, but her fans, she had black fans and like maybe, of course, Hispanic people too. But anyway, I'm like, I know they don't know what you're saying, because she performed in Spanish. I'm like, everybody else knows what you're saying. So, anyway, so she walks off stage or whatever, and she's talking to her promoter. We got that lady's name. Stevie J walks in, of course, and sorry, eating ice cream. Anyway, so Stevie J, he walks in, and he's like, "Well, my money at? My 30%." And she's like, "Well, I haven't seen my contract, so you don't get, you're not gonna get no money." Well, she all in his face. She pushed his face like that. He looking pissed off. So her and he's talking about because he's a manager, he should get his percentage. But I'm like, well, dude, if you're not gonna show her contract, you ain't gonna get that. So she's like, you need to tell Molly the maid to clean your house for you. You find my contract and let me see my contract. So I'm like, wow. So basically, she's like, no contract, no money. So hey, he brought that on himself. But I feel like she should have read the contract at the beginning anyway, that she wouldn't be sitting here begging him to see the contract. So she like, I don't have time for Stevie J. I don't need him. And Jocelyn's she says she's kind of stepping out of her shell and she's become more independent. She kind of like, she's like rewriting the rules to the game, and she's like, I don't give a F, I don't really need Stevie, it's all about me. So her and what's the name left, her promoter. Okay, and so then she met up with Benzino. No, she met up with Carly Red later on talking about Benzino. Because Carly Red was telling her Benzino said that he F'd you or he tried to F you, and And Jocelyn, she was like, "Come on now, I can't F. How am I F somebody with no neck?" I'm like, "Oh well, you know, everybody say that Miss Zeno ain't got no neck, you know." So yeah, and he doesn't. It appears that he doesn't. He looks funny sometimes. It's certain shirts he be wearing. I'm like, Miss Zeno, maybe you shouldn't wear that shirt because it really increases that. It just makes it puts it out there even more. You know that your neck is very short and stubby. Anyway. So, yeah, she's like, he's lying, and I'm not attracted to him like that. I want Benzino, and so she claimed he don't make enough money for her to F with him or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. She said, but I believe her. I don't think she F'd him. I feel like the way Jocelyn is and the way she's like very open and expressive about her sexual life, I feel like if she had an F Benzino, she would have said it. So I don't think she got down with him like that. I think Benzino wish she could have hit that, but no. I don't really think they really ever got down like that. But anyway, so moving on, this is the biggest like climax of the whole episode. The fight between Mama D and Erica. So Scrappy and Erica decided let's have dinner. Let's have dinner with Scrappy, Erica, Mignon, which is Erica's mom, and Mama D, which is Scrappy's mom. So yeah, all four of them sat down at Scrappy and Erica's house. Really, Erica's house. So anyway, so they sat there all sitting down eating. Everything was going fine at first, but then I think Erica decided she had enough, and she basically was sick of Mama D because it's just all that pressure built up on her. She's like, this bitch ain't gonna disrespect me in my house. This ain't gonna happen. So she ended up kind of starting it with her because they were all trying to have a calm, easygoing conversation at first. And that's when the mess got started, for real. Erica, I'm trying to figure out what did she say to Mama D? Something about she don't know her place, and Mama D's like, hold on, whoa, I don't know my place. Wait a minute. So now it's like she's kind of going in on her, and Erica's like telling Scrappy, you never tell her don't disrespect me or don't call me a bitch. You know how many times she called me a bitch, and my mama's never disrespected you. So Scrappy did turn around and tell her, Mom, I'm gonna need you to start calling my mama a bitch. And Mama D said, okay, agreed. All right, I don't say nothing about it no more. And it's like Erica jumped up and got mad at Scrappy. It's almost like she wanted him to fight his own mom. I'm like, and he looked like, hold on, what? And so she came over there and pushed him. He's like, whoa, get the fuck out of my face with that. And I'm like, Erica, what did you expect? This man is not going to, pimp slap his own mama. All he can do is ask her, please don't disrespect my woman. Which he did right there in front of your face, and he has done before. Behind your back, you wouldn't even. He has told her don't call you that. He's asked her before don't call you a bitch, but he cannot go. It's a limit, it's a respect thing. He can't go too far with his own mother. Okay, so he felt like she was asking him to choose between her and his mother, and he wasn't having that. He's a mama's boy, whatever. So anyway, he wants his ring back. He like, give me the ring back. And they got into an argument, and Erica called him a bitch, and he came back, you a bitch, blah, blah, blah. And Erica's mama is the only one sitting there looking like, what the hell is going on here? She's just trying to calm everything down. It got heated. Scrappy coming out the room with his clothes. He packing this stuff up. Erica gets in her car and leaves. Scrappy throws something at the car. It ended basically with everybody gone except Scrappy and Mama D sitting there in the park, and they just posted in the driveway like this. Get my ring back. I'm like, wow. Erica's like, nah, I'm not giving that ring back because we do this all the time and you always end up back here. I'm like, wow. But basically she ain't trying to get that ring back. So next week they're gonna try to hash it out and see what it don't look too good. So next week I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna be on it, I'm gonna review the next episode 4. So y'all be tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Wow. It's a lot of mess going on. This season is really proven to be quite exciting. I definitely will give you that. All right, well, I am done with this week's review. I don't think I left out anything. I wrote down my notes and everything to make sure I don't forget nothing. And I will be back next week with Season 2, Episode 4 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Leave your comments below, video response, all that good stuff. Click the thumbs up button, So, yeah. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.